Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Monday. I'm going to try to start this week off and get lots of stuff done. I realize I only have, I think she said 2 full weeks of school, and then I think they go till Thursday, that third week. So I'm going to try to get, as many things as I can done before we go on vacation and all that kind of good stuff. And so today I really wanted to do this video because not only did I mention it the other day and several of you asked me to, but I had a little epiphany, and what I'm talking about is acne, preteen acne. Will is 12, and his started, gosh, I guess last summer, because I remember I took him to the dermatologist last summer. And Brooke really never had this problem. Brooke had, like a bump here or there, but she never had, and we're going to say some yuck stuff like blackheads or like congested, just angry looking skin like he does. And so I kind of just, when it first started, I kind of didn't know what to do and just tried to keep his face real clean. And, he takes a shower every day. And it just wasn't getting any better. So I took him to the dermatologist, and they gave us this soap, and they gave us samples and told us to get it, but it was the Neutrogena. Oh goodness, let me go get it. I think I might have some left. Let me go get it. Here it is. I just grabbed it out of the shower. But it is this, let's see, oil-free acne wash, micro clear technology, effective yet gentle. It won't over dry or irritate, from Neutrogena. And not sure what the Salicylic Acid 2%. Okay, and that's important. So anyway, go back to that. That's the first thing that we tried. And it really did basically nothing. I mean, we tried it, and we tried it for a while. It was wet. And it just didn't seem to do anything. So I remembered in my head Wayne Goss doing videos a long time ago on acne, and I'm not even sure why I watched them. Maybe I just could foresee that I might have to deal with it, but it was on True Acne. And for those of you that have watched Wayne as long as I have, I mean, I think I've watched him before I started YouTube. I'm not sure, years and years. I really think he wants to help. Like when he tells you something, it is true. And I really think that he wants to help. And I love that he still has an open mind and all this stuff. But I could just tell in that video that he really, wanted to help and felt good about what he was saying. So I, one day, just spent a long time watching his videos on acne. And I went and I made a list of all the things he said. And I went to Ulta and I got several things. Did I get anything else? No, I think I just got these two in the beginning. And then I've tried a couple other things, but it always comes back to these two. And I used the very simple formula that he said. Okay, first of all, let me go back to, I'm so rambly, I'm sorry. This may have worked if your son or daughter is older and willing to put this on their face like a mask almost, and stand there in the shower or at the sink and leave it on long enough to have a result. But I think what was happening is Will would just wash his face with it, and then he would go and wash his hair and do some other stuff. And I just don't think that the face wash for a boy, especially a young boy, is going to have the same results as what I'm about to show you. So now what I do is he takes a shower every night, and he washes his face, and a lot of times he does use this. I think he still has it in his head that he needs to use this, but I don't, nag him about it or anything like I was having to do. And he also uses in the shower, we have Cetaphil and the Purity, Purity One Step, like that big pump I have of that I use. And so he might use one of those too. But, and then he gets out of the shower and he goes and usually does his homework and stuff like that. And then right before bed, what I do is I ended up buying these wipes, and they are the Exfoliating Daily Acne Peel Exfoliating Anti-Blemish Pads. And it says Salicylic Acid controls acne blemishes. AHA formulation enhances exfoliation and reduces oiliness and pore size. And there's only 36 pads in this, and it's $35. I get it at Ulta. And the first time I got it, the lady was working there back in the skincare said that her son had acne, and this is a miracle for him. And she also said she used the wash, but she said the pads worked better, and I can totally see why. Okay, the active ingredient is Salicylic Acid 2.0. And that is one of the main ingredients. What the salicylic acid is going to do, this is going to really help on the congestion. It's going to help on keeping, Will has almost no blackheads anymore, and he had a serious problem with those. It was just, it broke my heart. I mean, you know, every day in the car in the morning when I was looking at him, I just, you know, it just killed me that he had, you know, something on his face. Okay, so salicylic acid, but this also has, okay, when she told me to get these, I immediately went over, and of course there's all kinds of pads like this, Clear Seal and everything, that also have the 2% salicylic acid. Oh God, I thought somebody was here, but it's sounds like the weed whacker next door. Okay, I think I might hear my doorbell. Hold on. It was a FedEx guy. I had just missed him. He had already put the tag on my door, so I might be out of breath because I had to, luckily we live like on a one-way road, so he had to come back by. Okay, sorry. So anyway, what I'm saying is, you might think these are the same thing. So what I'm saying is, I know that you're going to be tempted to get these, and these might work for you, but in the beginning, I went to a girl named Melissa that works there, and she's real knowledgeable about a lot of different products. And I asked her, I said, you know, the girl in the back told me to get these, but these were so expensive compared to these. I said, do you really think it's worth it? And she said, well, I do know that's a really good brand, and we do sell a lot of it. And she said, hold on. She said, I think there's something in this that is really good for the skin. And let's see, so the ingredients, okay, here it is. She said, yes, this tartaric acid, it's TAR, let's see, tartaric acid. It's actually not the last ingredient, but it's like the third one down. She said that is supposed to be real good for the skin, and she said it's a good natural acid, but it's soothing. And so I said, okay, and I went ahead and got it. So there we go. We start that night, and I did exactly like, I'm going to post Wayne Goss's videos down below. We did exactly like he said. I took these peels every night, and I washed his face real good with it. After he washed his face, then I did his face real good with this. And then you're supposed to get a cream that has, this is going to have your benzoyl peroxide 2.5 for the treatment of acne. Okay, and then I've been using this one all along. I had switched to another one that had more in it, and I don't really think it worked that much better. But what this is going to do is this is going to work on the actual bumps that are already there. So what I do is I usually grab a pad, and I will take a big, you know, amount of this on the back of my hand, and then just go wherever he is. And he can do it by himself, and he does sometimes, but I just prefer to do it that way. I know it's handled. And so there you go. He's a boy. He just doesn't, when he does it, I don't think he does it as thorough as when I do it. And so Wayne said to layer it on, not just get a little bit and rub it in. I lay it on like I am almost icing a cake. I put a thick layer on his forehead, and then I put it down, and I put it on his cheeks. And see, now he doesn't really have that much. So I don't have that much to do, but at first he really had a lot that I had to worry about. And you could see that within, I'm serious, within a week it was better. Within 2 weeks it was, I mean, John was saying, I can't believe it. You know, you should be proud of yourself. And I mean, I felt so good because I had, you know, done that, you know, and researched it and kind of done it on my own. And it was so simple. But okay, so then I went through like 2 boxes of these, and I mean, they're real nice. They have the, I only saved the box. I just bought these yesterday. I only saved the box to show you, but They have this little top on them that keeps them from getting dry, and then they have the pads, and they're not real wet, which I kind of like, because then I don't have to worry about when I get near his eyes, and because I'll go over his top lip sometime if he has some stuff. And so I just got those yesterday, but I had tried to cheat and I bought these, and these are the Ultra Rapid Action Pads, and there's just something about it. It doesn't work as well. I think it they have too much stuff in them. I'm not going to throw them away in case I want to use it, or in case Brooke wants to use it. Now we're back to just our two basics. Of course, I will add a link below. So it's the Exuviance pads and this On the Spot acne treatment. Another acne treatment that I want to try is the Clinique. That gets great results, and I can remember buying that a long time ago for John, like when he would get one spot here or there and he really liked it, and then we ran out of it. So that's something else I want to try. But so I think the important thing is, you know, using the two important ingredients are obviously salicylic acid and the benzoyl peroxide. I think what was important is layering it on so thick, and Goss did say that you know, it might get red and angry, and it might get flaky, and that's true. Sometimes I'll look over, I think it was like not this past Friday, but the Friday before, we were out to eat, and I looked over at Will, and his whole right here was peeling, and all around his nose, and then I just know I need to back off a little bit and maybe not put it right there, and maybe not put it so thick. I really never skip a night, because you just got to keep on it. You got to keep on it every night. So I know that's no miracle, but it really worked. It really did. And sometimes I think the simpler, the better. I've learned that with things that have happened to me. I've learned that with my own skincare. I basically just use one thing at night, which is my Retin-A. And I really think that it's worth a try. And like I said, when you listen to Wayne Goss's videos, you'll understand, you know, everything that I did, because I followed his directions. Okay, I have on a new dress that I bought a while ago, and I just never showed it to you guys. It's nothing that special. It's just kind of like a day dress, something I'll wear around the house, but I'll just show it to you in case you might like it. And it's a little bit big right now, but I haven't washed it yet. And so what I'll do is wash it and dry it, which is my favorite thing, because I can shrink something in a jiffy. And but I'll let you see it, and I've just got flip-flops on, so I'll be right back. It's just a very simple little maxi dress. It's very thin. I've got on nude, and I've got on my, you can probably see it, that same Notori Feathers T-back bra. I need to get the nude one. I need to get some different colors, because it's one of my favorite bras to wear. And as you can see, it's long because I'm wearing flip-flops, but the hem on it is unfinished. So after I wash it and dry it, if it's too long, I'll just cut it right off, and that's the beauty of it. So just a good summer dress. You know, you can wear it for a cover up to the beach or whatever, but it's something I wear all the time. And then for accessories today, I have on some of my favorite, these are kind of like maxi dress earrings to me. I love big earrings, and that's all with a maxi dress, or bangles. I do like sometimes little earrings or none, and then a lot of bangles with earrings, with maxi dresses. But these are some that I got a long time ago from Sheila. They're called the Chris, I think, multi-circle earrings. And she didn't have any more, and she says, oh no, I'm not going to make any more. They're too, you know, too time consuming to make for the price. And then she ended up making them again. And I think I do have them on my website. I don't know how many. But, and then that's it. So I hope you got, oh, and my nail polish. John got into he was looking for a particular bathing suit the other day. We went to the beach, and I don't know if your husbands ever do this, but that just spiked or spurred a tangent of cleaning out his closet. Don't you just love when that happens, right when you're trying to go somewhere and they start pulling everything out and deciding they're going to do something like that? So I let him just pull everything out, and he got to a shelf in his closet where I had just a bunch of nail polishes, and he said, do you need all these nail polishes? And I said, well, let me go through them. So I took them all out and put them on the kitchen counter, and Brooke and I went through them, and I think there was only a handful. But getting to the bigger point, we came across these that Brooke and I loved. It was one of the best collections. It was the Pirates of the Caribbean OPI, and this is Steady As She Rose. And then there was the other one, Skeletons and Gloss Bones, I think, is another good one. And thank you guys too for telling me about the lids on those. I knew my this one, the Bitter Buddhist, it came off, and I used it like that, but I thought I had just broken it. Matter of fact, I really thought I had gotten one that had been open and they had been using at the salon, but I figured who cares. So from now on I will take it off on that. Where was I going with that whole thing? So anyway, that's what's on my nails, is the Steady Ashy Rose. So I hope you guys have a good week, and I will try to come back soon and make some more videos. I have several more that I want to, but I just wanted to show you this and let you try it. Now, stay with it. Don't expect a miracle until you'll notice a good difference in like a week, a solid week, and let me know what you think. And I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.